AMC stock might finally be in the home stretch, and we really could see some gains in the upcoming weeks for a couple reasons. Number one, New York City is finally opening, and advanced ticket sales are doing a lot better than people expected. So people are finally able to go back to the movies, and AMC stock is going to benefit. Another one of the reasons is LA movie theaters are going to be opening up soon. And let's talk a little bit about this in this video. And let's go over what the CEO of AMC was saying in his interview today, because I think it's good news and I'm excited for the future of AMC stock. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. We're going to grow our portfolios together, and we're just going to grow together. Now, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. And if the subscribe button is still red, make sure to subscribe to the channel and become a bro. All right, so we're talking about AMC stock and really what's going on with the CEO interview today. Is it good news? Is it bad news? And what's happening here? I'm excited. I think that we've got some pretty good news on the horizon, and AMC stock could see some gains in the upcoming weeks. I kind of mentioned it in the intro, but let's talk about what the CEO was saying today. He said that advanced ticket sales in New York City really, it was exciting. It was inspiring to see, and it took up 7 of the top 20 locations for AMC's movie theaters, just with these advanced ticket sales alone. So that's good to know. It's awesome to see, because, a lot of people are worried about whether or not people are going to be scared or skeptical or wanting to stay in when returning to normal and returning to the movie theaters and such like that. But with advanced ticket sales doing as well as they did, that indicates that demand is there. People are ready to go out. They're ready to get back to the movies, and the revenue for AMC is going to take a huge spike because of it. Now, in one of the last videos I did, we talked about the upcoming earnings report, and obviously the upcoming earnings report, I think it's on March 10th, is going to be talking about the third or the fourth quarter, and we're going to see those results, and obviously those results are going to be bad, right? Revenue is expected to have declined. I think it was like 90%. Earnings were down 1,000% on the expectations. So that's going to be a bad news report. Hopefully we can beat expectations, and hopefully we get a bounce, because the analysts, overestimated to the downside, and we can see that stock price spike higher for AMC stock. Well, the good news is we've got advanced ticket sales in New York City. Movie theaters are opening today. A lot of people are going out to the movie theaters, and AMC stock is doing well. Now, we had a little bit of a volatile day today in trading. AMC stock opened up around the $8 mark, went all the way down to about $7.60, and then it bounced back up to close, I think, at $8.05, and down just a couple cents after hours. But that's okay, right? It wasn't too much trading going on after hours. Today's Friday. Everybody's starting their week. Everybody's going to the movie theaters, right? That's what they're doing. Nobody's out there trading after hours. They're getting ready to go out to the movies. So this is good news for the stock. So let's talk about a couple other things. The CEO said in his interview that Los Angeles is going to be opening up pretty soon, and he kind of gave a little bit of a timeline. So New York City and Los Angeles are by far the 2 biggest cities for AMC, and we really need to see both of these cities open up if we want to see AMC stock drive even higher. So obviously when we say open up, it's a little bit, I don't want to say, of a misconception or whatever, because there are COVID restrictions, okay? They're not going to be opening up to full capacity. When these movie theaters do open up, seating's going to be limited. It's not going to be like we're jumping right back into old revenues and we're going to sell out movie theaters every night. That's not going to be the case, simply because of COVID and because of the restrictions out there. But when you go from having a company with no revenue, when movie theaters, when AMC stock was completely shut down, and now we're jumping back in and getting revenue, it's obviously a great sign for the stock. So we need to see LA open up. When could it happen? He said in his interview today that it could be within the next couple of weeks, maybe all the way out to a month. Obviously, we have to get, clearance from the government. They have to meet certain thresholds before they're allowed to open the theaters back up and before people can start going back and watching movies at AMC. Now, do I think it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not completely up to date on all of the COVID numbers for Los Angeles, for California, all of the restrictions they have in place. Look, guys, I live in Ohio. I can't keep track of everything in California. But if there's anybody in the comments, let us know down there what's going on out there in California right now. Do you think it's going to be sooner than expected, maybe a little bit later than expected? Somebody jump in and help us out a little bit and really, you're the ears on the ground out there, so let us know what's happening and just give us an update. We would really appreciate that. So once we do have LA open back up, once we do have New York City, open back up, and we're starting to see that revenue drive forward, it's going to be excellent for AMC stock. So a couple other things that they talked about in this interview today. The CEO of AMC said that, it was a struggle. 2020 was a struggle. We know it was, right? But they were able to get, he said, I think it was 99%. I don't know if he was exaggerating a little bit on those numbers or not, but he said that they were able to get almost all of their funding figured out before the Reddit spike and everybody and all these retail traders started jumping on AMC stock. They were able to get, I think it was like $1 billion in funding to alleviate debt, to be able to pay down their debts, and to really stay open. And one of the things that I really liked that he pointed out was he said that with New York City open, with Los Angeles opening up pretty soon, they have enough money on hand, they have enough money in the bank that we don't have to worry about AMC stock and AMC movie theaters closing down for any period of time in the near future. He said they have enough cash on hand to last a very long time. Now, I love this. Obviously, things could change in the future if something happened and shutdowns come back and everything like that. If we get a resurgence, that would be worst case scenario, right? But with the restructuring, with the paying down of debt, I don't know if it was hundreds of millions or almost $1 billion available, that they really are sitting in a nice position to ride out the rest of the pandemic until things get back to normal and open back up. So all good news for AMC stock here, and I'm absolutely loving it. I really want to see an excellent earnings report coming up on March 10th. I'm really hoping that we beat expectations and that we have good news from here on out. Now, one of the things that I do want to point out in the article, I don't know exactly how I felt about it, but let's just talk about it real quick before we end this video. The CEO's pay. All right, we know in the one video I did that he got a $3.75 million bonus. But look, this guy's income went from, I think, $9.7 million all the way up to $21 million on the year. I think it was like a $1 million salary and then an extra ridiculous amount in stock options and bonuses that he received. So they really rewarded him nicely for being able to outlast the pandemic, for restructuring the debt, getting the company through it. But I want to thank all of you out there. I don't think that this would have been possible without the retail traders, without everybody investing in this company, saying that we believe in this company, for keeping the spirit alive of AMC and really driving AMC stock higher. Look, we all know that this stock could have gone down and beaten down with those short interests and really gone down to nothing, and it would have been bad. So for everybody out there that's holding AMC stock, I personally want to say thank you. We weathered the storm, and I hope to see, the light at the end of the tunnel now. And not only rise higher because of things like a short squeeze and because of things like news driven and people just jumping on, but we can really start to see the fundamentals of AMC stock driving higher and driving the price higher, because that's where it's at. When the fundamentals are strong, the stock is strong. So guys, I want to know right now if you're still holding AMC, if you're excited. We're in that $8 range. Do you think we can bounce back up to $20 soon, especially if we see earnings beats, if we see, all these cities opening back up and revenue starting to pour in? Let us know down in the comments below. And guys, if you like the content on the channel, make sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a bro. And look, if you're brand new to trading and you want to jump on that AMC train, or you want to trade your broker, whatever it is, there's a link in the description below for Webull. Super simple to set up your account, and you're going to get a couple free stocks just for doing so. And guys, I'd really appreciate it if you share this video anywhere. Tag me at Claybro. I'd love to follow you guys back and really see what everybody's interested in investing in. So until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.